All right, Brother Moshe Bent coming in for a late night stream early on the first of the month. It's about 1:32 a.m. where I'm at. So this is gonna be a late night stream. Too many people might be sleeping, but it's all well. It's gonna be called "Don't Let Other Men Bring You Down with Their False Bragging." There seems to have a lot of men and brothers. This goes out to the black manosphere, by the way. There's a lot of brothers amongst the black manosphere be bragging on what they have in life, whether they got women, money, cars, house, or whatever. And they use the false bragging, I like to call it, to try to belittle those who have less than them. That's why we can't come together as a group of men now, because we slaves to materialism. We like to put others down that don't have the materials or resources that we have. Like if you have a bigger house, you may have a good bank account, and you get into a disagreement with somebody, you want to slap your wealth on them, talking about, oh, I got this amount of money in my bank account, or I get this amount of women. But a lot of these guys that be bragging, they don't show their work. They talk all that good game, but they don't show their work. They talk about, I pull this woman, I pull these type of women, but they don't show their women on camera. So they must be ashamed of the type of woman they dealing with, But yeah, don't let other men bring you down with their false bragging, because that's what it's all about. A bunch of men false bragging. Like you have the saying that goes, false flagging. Well, I call it false bragging. A lot of these men like to brag about, oh, you can't keep up with me. I get this amount of women. I got this amount of money. I promise you, out of the whole entire black manosphere, neither one of these content creators got $1 million. Because if they had $1 million, if they was millionaires, they won't be engaging into these debates on these panels. They won't even be on YouTube. They be out living their lives. Like, they be out living their lives doing what millionaires do. Most millionaires don't be on these panels and YouTube, getting into redundant talking points and debates over foolishness. So if somebody brag about how much money they got in their bank account, whether you're in a black manosphere or not, ask them, are you a millionaire? And they can't, if they say no, then that proves your point. They false bragging. Yeah, they may have a couple of thousand in the bank. They may even have 200,000. But if they don't got millions in a bank account, that bragging don't mean nothing. And first off, even if you had $1 million in a bank account, be humble. Don't brag about it. Be humble about it. Don't put others down at who have less than you, because that's how it don't work. You know, because you don't know how some of these people got their wealth. They could have got it by ill means, or vanity. They could have got it by vanity. But yeah, don't let others bring you down, you know. And me personally, I don't see what they get about being in a relationship with multiple women. It's just challenging dealing with one woman. You got these so-called players in the black manosphere or dating coaches teaching men how to juggle between 5 different women. That's stressful. These guys are crazy. What they thinking? What they thinking? They out there cotton picking mine, you know? And out of the whole entire black manosphere, neither one of these content creators talking about righteousness. They ain't talking about nothing righteousness. All they talking about is worldly shit. How to make it in this sinful, dying world. Soon as somebody bring up something dealing with the Bible or the righteousness of the Most High, they crap on it. They don't want to hear it because they convicted in their spirit. And this video may not get a lot of views because the righteous don't get a lot of views. But if I was talking about worldly stuff or encouraging people to engage in worldly shit, I would get a lot of views. You know, it's always the same damn thing in a Black Manosphere. How to get women, the Pookie and Ray Ray educated lame debates. Ain't nothing about health and fitness, building each other up, keeping the law, statutes, commandments. It's utter foolishness and dysfunction. Some of these content creators ain't no better than the Pookies and Ray Rays they like to crap on a lot. Yep. That's something to think about, though. Don't let other people bring you down with their false bragging. Because and that's another thing. A lot of these content creators, they put on these internet personas. They paint you a good picture like they actually living it up, like they living a good life. But in reality, they struggling just like me and you. They struggling. They struggling to make ends meet. Some of them struggling. Don't let them fool you. Cause I promise you, ain't none of them content creators in the so-called Black Manosphere got millions in a bank account. They don't got millions. Cause if they had millions in a bank account, they won't even be on YouTube. They wouldn't. They won't be on YouTube engaging in these panels. They wouldn't. And that's the truth. That's the truth. That's the truth. Yep, that's the truth. You know, Somebody say they got more money in a bank account than me. I don't get intimidated by them. I don't get intimidated by that because I know one thing: money can't buy everything. Money can't buy everything. Like the old saying go, money cannot buy everything. It cannot buy love. It cannot buy your place into the kingdom of heaven. It cannot buy salvation. You know, y'all better go read the story of the beggar and the rich man. You know, I better go read that story in the Gospels about the beggar and the rich man. That rich son of a bitch was begging that beggar man to come onto his side, but he couldn't. You know, yep. But it's the same redundant things, the same redundant stuff. You know, if you talk about bullshit, how to get laid, dysfunctional, you're gonna get a lot of views. But if you talk about positivity, righteousness, you know, obeying the Most High's word and Torah, you ain't gonna get no views. You might get a few views. It's like that on Facebook too. If you post Bible scriptures, if you post inspirational quotes or memes, you might get about 10 likes. But post some bull crap. If you're a brother, post a damn sister twerking her behind. You're gonna get thousands of likes. Just to show you how low our men has fallen. You know, most of our men thinking with their lower head instead of the head on their shoulders. We ass backwards. We're being led by our dicks instead of our minds. You know, I'm being raw right now. You know, they want to talk about black female fuckery. What about black male fuckery? Because there's a lot of that too. You know, there's a lot of that too. You can't always put on the problems on the women. You know, if you want to get to the source of the females' problems, is these men. The men are corrupting these women. A lot of our women are being corrupted by these so-called select men, these players, pickup artists, by going through these women, sleeping with all these multiple women, ain't looking for nothing serious to wife none of these women up. And by the time the woman want to find a decent man, she ain't gonna be able to pair bond with him because she got all them other men's DNA in her. She tainted, she corrupted. You know, They don't see that though. These so-called select men and pickup artists don't see this. They don't see that. They don't think about the spiritual aspect because they too carnal minded. Most of these motherfuckers are too carnal minded. They're not spiritual minded. And before somebody said, "Well, you carnal minded too because you cussing," get the hell out of here with that bullshit. Because the same ones that tell me that be the man ones listening to gangster rap, watching rated R movies. You know, so miss me with that shit. Because yeah, most of y'all carnal minded. Most of y'all carnal minded. But I know it's just a little rant, late night rant, or I should say early morning rant. You know, I'm just getting this off my chest. But yeah, it's the same redundant stuff. That's why so-called black men can't come together. Because we divided by all these damn labels, educated land, hood, Negro, Pokey, Ray Ray, Tyrone, and all that BS. You know, too much division, too much daggone division. It's the same arguments. Look like all the damn arguments is about, you know, women, women, you know. But hey, they say bullshit and sex sells in this damn world, in this carnal-minded world. So, yeah, but all these men that be bragging on what they got, show your work. Show your work. You know, you got some of these men talking about, oh, I pull these type of women. I got a dime piece. Well, why you ain't showing on a camera? Why you not showing on camera? You know, that's why I say most of these content creators, they paint y'all a good game. They talk a good game, but they ain't living that shit they talking about and preaching. Most of them, they ain't living that shit. They struggling just like me and you. Some of them. Hey, I bet you neither one of them a millionaire in a so-called black manosphere. Neither one of them. You know, because if they was millionaires, they won't be bragging about what they got. They'd be humble if they was truly humble. But yeah, don't let them bring you down with their false bragging because the internet is a place where you could brag and lie about your life. You could be anything or anybody you want on the internet. Most men do lie on the internet. They lie about how much women they slept with in life. They lie about how much money they get, what kind of car they drive. They even lie about their rod endowment, their penis size. You know, I'm just being raw right now, and that's true. They lie about all that shit. They don't talk about that though. If you gotta lie about certain things in life as a man, that means you insecure about yourself. You're not happy about yourself. There's something you hate about yourself. If you gotta lie about these things on the internet, whether you know your prowess in the bedroom, your physical ability, your money, where you live, what you drive, you gotta brag about all that materialistic fleshly thing. Something ain't right in your spirit. That means you're more carnal minded. Real talk. And we all a work in progress, because people maybe watch this or may watch this video in the future. They're gonna be like, "Oh, Moshe, you sounding self-righteous." No, I'm not, because I know I'm tainted. I know my righteousness is filthy rags, because none of our righteousness can stand up to the Most High righteousness. We all a work in progress, But at least I try to pursue righteousness and stand for it, you know, because we all fall short of the glory of the Most High. I don't care who you are, whether you're Israelite or Gentile, we all fall short. We all fall short. And that's real. That's real. But man, don't let women lie too on the internet. I'm gonna just say people in general, they lie on the internet. It's like they paint you a false narrative about themselves. You know, that's why I say, man, and you got the followers, but actually believe in that. You know, they actually believe in a false narratives. And another thing, if you're on a black sector of YouTube, whether you're in a manosphere, black manosphere, or any part of black YouTube, if you make videos being real, speaking on real issues, you ain't gonna get a lot of views. You might get 10 views, you might get 7 views. This is how it goes. The realer you get, the more realer you get, the less views you get. But the more fake you get, and the more you back up dysfunction and you condone the dysfunction in our community, you'll get a lot of views. But if you speak on real issues, it's like you gotta it's like you gotta put on a fake persona and be an entertainer. But if you speak real issues and be real and tell it how it is, you ain't gonna get a lot of views. That's how the whole social media works. That's how it works. So whether you're on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, the more realer you get, you ain't gonna get a lot of likes, views, posts, retweets. You know, I don't have a Twitter account personally. I don't have a Twitter account, but I thought about having a Twitter account, you know, just to post my thoughts on it. You know, it all depends. You know, all depends. I might get me a Twitter account in the future because man, having too much social media that could be taxing too. You know, it could be tiring too. You got to maintain all that, post here and post that. Uh, being a Posting these live streams on YouTube is a could be a tiring process. Mhm. But but yeah, there's a lot of false bragging on the internet. A lot of false bragging. So you don't have to brag to people. You know, you don't have to brag to people. This is the way I see. This is what I'm trying to see. It's like people that brag a lot. They desperate for the validation of people. In my opinion, if you gotta brag a lot about what you do, what you got, that means you looking for people's validation. That's all that is, in my opinion. You ain't no better than being an attention whore in my book. If you gotta brag about everything in life and boast about it, you insecure because you're looking for everybody. You're looking for the world's validation, and that's real. Hmm. Oh yeah, but those who sleeping, I hope y'all have a good night rest. Though I know it's early in the morning, first of the month. Tell you what, man, year going by fast. We in May already. It seems like the year just started. You know, we in May already. We in May. See, before you know, we'll get through the summer, and it'll be the fall season, and then another pagan season. You know, the holiday season, pagan season. You know, can't stand the pagan season, the holiday season. You know, got our people deceived, spending X amount of money on BS pagan holidays, you know, buying all these gifts. That's a whole nother rant and a whole nother stream for another time. You know, but man, if you're a so-called black person still participating in them pagan holidays, man, research, research, because you're wasting your money. It's all for vain. You know, it's all for naught. It's all for naught. You know, but yeah, don't let people brag about. Don't let them bring you down, because a lot of these content creators ain't living the life you think they living, and that's real. They ain't. Because if they was living their best life, they won't be making videos every day. They won't be you know, posting lives every day. Especially if they was millionaires. You know, that's what gets me. They talk about, oh, I got this amount of money. You know, I got more money in my bank account than you. Show your work then. Show your work. You know, show your work. You know, me personally, I don't care if you have more money than me. I don't give a fuck. Because at the end of the day, when your ass die, your ass gonna be getting eat out by worms, maggots, and your body gonna stink and your body gonna decay and you're gonna be a corpse in a casket in the ground, just like me. I don't care if you're rich or poor, because we all equal in the eyes of the reaper. Hey, how you doing, female pimp? Good to see you in the chat. You know, I'm just in a little rant, a little late night rant. But yeah, like I was saying, I don't care if you got more money than me. I don't care if you got a bigger house than me. That shit don't matter because we all equal in the eyes of the reaper. You know, and that's real. Shalom, sister. See Karima. Shalom. Yup. You know, I'm just doing a little rant, you know, little rant, getting a lot of stuff off my chest. But you know, a lot of brothers, man, they like to brag about what they got in the so-called black sector of YouTube and a black manosphere. I bet you what, though, a lot of these content creators, a lot of these so-called black manosphere content creators, they couldn't stand to the Israelites because the Israelites are destroying with the scriptures. That's why they fear the Bible. You know, they ain't gonna come to the Israelite side of YouTube, especially those who stand on the truth of the Most High. You know, because a lot of these so-called black content creators in the black manosphere, they worldly. They don't want the Most High. They want this damn world. They don't want the kingdom. They want a lot of, you know, that's why I don't get these pro-blacks, these so-called fake pro-wacks, talking about white supremacy, the white man is. You know, y'all want to talk about the white man, but y'all don't want his kingdom to fall. Y'all don't want his kingdom y'all want his damn kingdom to continue. Y'all don't want the kingdom of the Most High. You know, they too carnal minded. They too carnal minded to realize this battle is spiritual. It's a spiritual battle. So it's a spiritual battle. You know, they think all these worldly knowledge they got, all the books they read, could solve their problems in life. They making them rich though. Exactly. Exactly. Hmm. You know, I can't stand a person that brag on stuff. You're supposed to, if the Most High bless you with resources, wealth, you know, certain things in life, you don't brag about that. You be humble. You be humble. You be humble about it. But a lot of people, man, they not humble. They got an egotistic mind. And they ego, they stubborn, they prideful. And like they say, pride comes before the fall. Hmm. But don't and, you know, this could go for the sisters too, you know, the women too, because you know they got some women like to pit other women down what they have in life. You know, that could goes for the women too. Don't let and like I say, a lot of people false brag is a new term I call false brag, like they got false flagging, false bragging. You know, which all bragging you know, is negative, you know, but false bragging, you know, talking about I got this, I got that, you know. But you know, I hope y'all had a good day today. You know, I had a good day. You know, all praise to the Most High. You know, I had a great day. You know, everything went well. Hope all is well with y'all too. But just because you have a lot of subscribers, if you got 1 million subscribers, if you got 25 25,000 subscribers, that don't mean nothing because that's another thing that's funny about YouTube. If you got 25,000 subscribers, you ain't gonna even get half you ain't gonna even get half the views of your subscribers. Well, that's good. Then it was all right. So, say if you have 25,000 subscribers and you do a video or a live stream daily, you might get about maybe a couple of hundreds of lives, you know, views. I mean, views. You're gonna get about maybe 300 to 400 views. You know, I seen so many live streams on YouTube. I never seen some people went up to like 5,000 views on a live stream. But the algorithm of YouTube is funny. They be on their stuff, YouTube. hmm But yeah, it's just funny. Seems like I got 3 people watching now, but in reality, it could be about maybe 7 or 8 people watching. Well, it's 1 minute to 2 a.m. where I'm at. 1 minute to 2 a.m. Yeah, oh yeah, you like 3 hours behind. See, Karima, yeah, you 3 hours behind us. So that means it's just about to turn midnight in your area. It's about to turn midnight. Yeah, AM, yeah, early in the morning, about to turn midnight in your area. hmm It's 2 a.m. right here where I'm at in Louisiana. It's 2 a.m. Yeah, so I'm 2 hours ahead of you. That's what I meant. I'm 2 hours ahead of you. That's just how the time works. Different time zones. But yeah, like I see, don't let other people. Yeah, 2 hours different. What city I am? Well, I'm not gonna reveal that. Just say I live in Louisiana. Normally, I tell people I live on planet Earth. When people ask me where I live, I say I live on planet Earth. Planet Earth of the Melanin Way Galaxy. You gotta be careful. Like when you're out in public, people ask you where you live, what neighborhood you live in. Don't tell them that. Just say you live on planet Earth. Because people so nosy. And then you gotta watch that too. And that's another thing. Some of these clowns, when they be getting into arguments on the internet, you don't post your address. They post their address and where they stay at. Because you could Google somebody's address and they could pull up the picture of their house on Google Maps. That's why I say privacy is a thing of a past. There's no such thing as privacy no more. You could Google somebody's address, man. They pull it up. That's why I say, man, you gotta be careful. You don't get into these. Put out your info like that. You know? But I live in Louisiana. Yeah, I would never tell a person, my neighbor, that's not safe. Exactly. Because you could pull up somebody's address. You could even pull up people. You could pull up people background checks. Type if you know somebody name, type they Google their name, and then pull up their whole files. Like if they've been in trouble with the law before, if they got a speeding ticket, if they been married or been divorced and all that, or even if they deceased. Yeah, I would never tell a person in my neighborhood exactly, see Karima. You gotta be cautious these days. You gotta be cautious. Like if I'm out in public, somebody be like, oh, where you live? Especially if I don't know the person. They say, where you live? I be like, I live on planet Earth, planet Earth on the Millennium Way galaxy. Notice I didn't say Milky Way, I say melanin, melanin way galaxy. And some of them there look at you crazy. What you mean, planet Earth? I say, ain't that's the name of our planet, huh? It's planet Earth. It's not planet Namek. It's not planet Vegeta. It's not planet Krypton. It's planet Earth. Real talk. Some people just too daggone nosy. Too nosy. For their own good. Yeah, but y'all gotta watch that dude. Don't tell people where y'all live at. You know? Especially on the internet. That's why I say I just live in Louisiana. I'm from Louisiana, southern state. And even if I reveal where I stay at, the town I live in, most people probably never even heard of the town because it's a city. It's not a big city. It's not a it's not like the popular city in Louisiana, but it's a city, but it's not on Lafayette level or Baton Rouge or New Orleans level. You know, out of the whole state of Louisiana, Lafayette is the most expensive city to live in. You'll think it'd be New Orleans or Baton Rouge, but it's Lafayette. Lafayette is the most expensive city to live in. But I say it's the most, to me, in my opinion, I say Lafayette is the most beautiful city in Louisiana. If I had the resources and money, I'd like to live in Lafayette. But definitely not New Orleans. I don't want to live in New Orleans. It's too crowded. Me personally, if I had the choice to pick, I'd rather live in a country. City life is just too crowded. It's too crowded in the city. It's too noisy. It's too crowded. I prefer the country. I don't know about y'all, but I prefer like country, rural areas in the middle of nowhere, country. Or even if it's not in the country, just like around the outskirts of a city area, the outskirts area. I definitely won't want to live in New York because it's too expensive. All that city is too expensive. And I heard the stories in New York. They say just for a studio apartment out there, it's probably gonna be over $1,000. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Some apartments, a one bedroom apartment in New York probably will be about 2,000. That's insane. How in the hell people gonna pay for that? In in Arizona, Scottsdale is the most expensive city to live in. Scottsdale must be the capital or a populous city. Now Baton Rouge is the capital of Louisiana. But okay, Scottsdale, Arizona must be a big city or a popular city. Yeah, the rent is too high in New York. They could have New York. I don't want to even live in New York. Being all the melting pot, being around all them other nationalities, and all that negative energy, man. So much negative vibes about New York. Uh-uh. They could miss. It's too crowded. It's too crowded for me. I don't even want to visit New York. That'd be on my least places to visit list. New York City. Oh, I bet female pimp. I bet in California. Yeah, I heard it's expensive in California. So that's another state I don't want to live in either, California. I got a few relatives live out there in California. I got some relatives live out there. But best believe they have people that move from Louisiana, and when they come back to Louisiana, they be glad they come back to Louisiana. You know, yeah, I'd say like maybe in southern states, it probably the cost of living will probably be a little cheaper in southern states, in my opinion. I bet you it's probably expensive to live in Seattle too. In Seattle, I don't want to live in Seattle. Ain't a good place to live because it rain a lot. They see a lot of people depressed due to the rain. They got a high suicide rate in Seattle. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. Phoenix rent is Phoenix rent is really cheap. Well, that's good. That's good. That's good. You know, if you got a cost of living, reasonable cost of living, you know. Yeah, but I think mostly probably in the northern states like New York, New Jersey, and maybe California and Seattle, and probably in Miami too. I think it depends on how popular the city is and how crowded the city is. The cost of living will go up. But why would you want to live in a big city where it's crowded? It's too crowded. I know I wouldn't. It's a little cheaper where I'm at though compared to the Bay Area or Los Angeles. Yeah, I heard about the Bay Area. They say the Bay Area is probably the most expensive in California to live in. The Bay Area, you know, I guess due to what location, it goes by location problem. Yeah, but LA, Los Angeles, that's a big city. The city's not for me. You know, it's too crowded. Crowded. You know, a lot of so-called black people they crying about gentrification. You know, a lot of the so-called hoods and black communities being gentrified. Maybe that's for a good thing. You know, if all the blacks would be smart and pull their money together, buy land, live on the country, buy land, and form your own little Goshens. You know, like our ancestors did in ancient Egypt when the Israelites was in slavery due to the Egyptians. They live in their own set apart area called Goshen. You know, if our people had their mind right, we could have our own little Goshens right now. But I think after the incident in Black Wall Street, that shook our people up because at least our people tried back then. But the enemies, the heathens, you know, they bombed Black Wall Street, you know, and that shook our people up to ever try to do something like that again, you know. And it was doing good in that city too, Black Wall Street. So you can imagine if we had something like that today. It's possible, but the only way we could get that is by obeying the Most High, keeping His commandments, being on one accord. But it's so hard for our people to get on one accord for anything. We got so many schools of thoughts, religions, you know, philosophies. That's why I say it's going to have to take divine intervention to get so-called black people upright again. Because if it was up to us, we'd be acting the way we act till the end of time. Yep, South Phoenix is being gentrified. Yeah, they want to push all the blacks out of the city. That's what it's all about. They want to push all the blacks out the city into the middle of nowhere. So That's the whole goals of gentrification. That's the whole goal. They want to push us back. Mhm. I mean, push us out of the city. But alrighty, think I'm gonna end the stream for the night. Think I'm gonna end the stream. All right, shout out to see Karima and Female Pimp for showing up. Gonna end the stream for the night. Think that's enough for my little rant. Good night, shalom. Good night and shalom to you, see Karima. You know, most high willing, I'll probably stream tomorrow. Most high willing. But appreciate you for stopping by. You know, think I'm gonna turn in for the night. Hold up, let me make sure I don't close the wrong window. Right. All right. This is Brother Moshe Ben Yahuda Yisrael telling you shalom.